Imagine having two fathers. One, a brilliant, highly educated man who always struggled with money. The other, an 8th grade dropout who became a millionaire. This was Robert Kiyosaki's reality and the foundation of his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. His biological father, the poor dad, believed in the traditional path. Get good grades, find a secure job, and climb the corporate ladder. His rich dad, his best friend's father, taught him a completely different set of rules. The first and most important rule: the rich don't work for money, their money works for them. While poor dad was focused on his next paycheck, rich dad was focused on building systems, businesses, and investments that generated income without him having to be there. This is the core of financial freedom: creating passive income streams that cover your expenses, freeing you from the necessity of a job. So, how do you get your money to work for you? It starts with a radical redefinition of two simple words: assets and liabilities. The school system never teaches this. Rich Dad's definition was blunt. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. That's it.
Now, think about the biggest purchase most people make: their home. We're taught it's our greatest asset, but Rich Dad would ask, does your house put money in your pocket each month? No. The mortgage, taxes, insurance, and maintenance take money out. By his definition, it's a liability. An asset would be a rental property that generates positive cash flow or a stock that pays a dividend. The entire game of getting rich is simply to spend your life acquiring assets and minimizing liabilities. Your financial statement becomes your report card. This mindset changes how you view your career. Poor Dad's advice was to find a safe job. Rich Dad's was to work to learn, not just to earn. He encouraged taking jobs that teach critical skills: sales, marketing, management, investing, even if they paid less initially. Those skills are the tools you use to build your asset column. This requires embracing calculated risk. Poor Dad was terrified of losing money, so he never really invested. Rich Dad saw failure not as the opposite of success, but as a part of it.
He believed that the people who avoid failure also avoid success. He taught that financial intelligence is about having more options, and that involves taking smart risks, learning from mistakes, and always moving forward. The wealthy also understand the power of corporations and taxes, using legal structures to protect their assets and minimize what they pay, allowing their wealth to grow even faster. Decades after it was written, these lessons are more urgent than ever. The idea of a single, secure job for life is a relic. The gig economy and digital platforms have created new avenues for building assets, but also new financial complexities. Now, the book isn't without its critics. Some say the advice is oversimplified, that real estate is riskier than portrayed, and many even question if Rich Dad was a real person or just a parable. But whether he was real or not misses the point. The book's true power isn't a magic formula for wealth. It's a wake-up call. It's the realization that your financial education is your own responsibility. No school or employer will prioritize it for you. The most valuable lesson is that your greatest asset isn't your house or your 401k, it's your mind. And the investment you make in your own financial literacy will pay the highest dividends of all.